Hello, Miss LeBeau here. I am here to help you with learning to write first step questions. As we are working with figuring out two-step word problems, we are starting with finding out what to do first. Here is a problem you might see. Trey bought a dozen peaches at the supermarket and 30 peaches at the farmer's market. He plans to use all the peaches to make peach cobbler. If he uses 7 peaches in each cobbler, how many can he make? So I'll go back and look at this problem and see, what do I know? I know that there are 3 numbers, 7, 30, and this hidden one here, dozen. Dozen means 12. So we have 3 numbers. Seeing these 3 numbers helps me to know that this is a two-step problem. Okay, so now I need to ask myself, what do I need to do first? And looking at this problem, I see those numbers I need to know how many cobblers he can make. So I need to know how many peaches we have total. That makes sense. So that's what I write as my first step question. The question that I'm asking myself for my very first step. So how many peaches does Trey have altogether? And here I've just written down what this makes sense to me. I could have done this in my head, but I did write it down. So I know that he has 42 peaches. And I know that 42 divided by 7 is 6. So I have solved this problem by finding the first step question, and now I know how many cobblers he can make. Okay, just to go back and double check, here is your first step question. How many peaches does Trey have altogether? And here's my 42 peaches and that's how I answer that, 42 peaches. And then 42 but divided by 7 is 6. All right, let's look at the first one that you will see in your practice book. In your practice book, we have on page 379, there is this problem. The orchard has 8 rows of apple trees. There are 7 rows with 6 apple trees and 1 row with 4 apple trees. How many apple trees are in the orchard? What? There's 4 numbers there. I guess we can't always use that. We really do need to read these carefully to see what it is they're asking for. Okay, to help me understand, I might draw a picture. So I decided to draw what I know. I know there are a total of 8 rows. It says there are 7 rows with 6 in each row. And I know that last question says, how many trees are in all? Now I only have 7 rows with 6. Okay, so I have 7 rows with 6 in each one, and I also have 1 row with 4 in each one, and that matches the problem. I'm going to double check that I can see 8 rows of apples, 7 rows with 6 apple trees, and 1 row with 4 apple trees. How many apple trees are in the orchard? So I do need a total. What I need to find out first is what is in this array. How many trees do I have in the 7 rows with 6 in each row? So that is my first step question. What is in that first array? Because I know those are even. 7 times 6 equals 42. Okay, since there are 42, I can add those last 4. 42 plus that last row. 42 plus 4 equals 46. So there I have solved my problem by finding the first step question and then solving my problem.